She was the ultimate anti-Hollywood figure, stunning, mysterious, and completely uninterested in the fame that surrounded her. Tuesday Weld had everything that could have made her a legend: beauty, talent, charisma. Yet time and again, she turned her back on the very success others spent their lives chasing. To the outside world, it seemed like self-destruction. But the truth was far more complex, rooted in pain, rebellion, and a lifelong search for freedom from the machine that tried to own her. Born Susan Kerr Weld in 1943, her story began in tragedy. After her father's early death, her mother, desperate for stability and fame, thrust young Susan into modeling at just 3 years old. By 9, she was the family's only source of income. Her childhood was stripped away, replaced by cameras, contracts, and constant pressure. Her mother even renamed her Tuesday, hoping a unique name would make her stand out in show business. And it worked. By her teens, Tuesday was famous, playing the role of the charming girl next door on The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis. But behind the scenes, she felt trapped. The fame that others envied felt like a prison built from her mother's ambitions and her own exhaustion. When she transitioned to film, Tuesday's raw ability became impossible to ignore. Through the 1960s, she earned acclaim for complex, emotionally charged roles that often mirrored her own haunted interior, young women full of beauty, danger, and fragility. Hollywood saw her as a rising star destined for greatness. But Tuesday had other plans. She famously turned down some of the biggest roles of her era, including Bonnie and Clyde. She refused to be molded by studios or confined to glossy stardom, preferring smaller, darker projects that allowed her to explore truth rather than fantasy. This defiance infuriated producers, but defined her as one of the few who dared to challenge the system. As she once said, "I never wanted to be a movie star. I wanted to be a serious actress." Her personal life was just as turbulent as her career. She had brief, passionate relationships, including one with Elvis Presley, and later married comic actor Dudley Moore in what became a famously volatile union. Her love life, like her career, reflected a deep conflict between the woman the world saw and the one she truly was: restless, searching, and perpetually at odds with fame. Then came 1977, and Looking for Mr. Goodbar. Her performance as the slain woman's sister was electrifying, raw, honest, and emotionally shattering. Critics hailed it as her finest work, and it earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. It should have been her defining triumph, but instead it became the beginning of her withdrawal. The acclaim, the spotlight, the renewed attention, it all terrified her. Rather than embracing the moment, she recoiled, once again slipping out of reach just as the world looked her way. After that, Tuesday Weld disappeared from the center of Hollywood. She took on only occasional roles, choosing instead a quiet, private life in Colorado, far removed from the chaos she'd known since childhood. She found comfort in the simplicity she was once denied. Her legend grew not from the roles she played, but from the ones she famously refused: Rosemary's Baby, Cactus Flower, and many others. Today, Tuesday, Weld remains an enigma, a woman who could have ruled Hollywood but chose instead to walk away from it. Her story is one of defiance, integrity, and survival. She became a symbol of what it means to value peace over power, truth over fame. In a town built on illusion, Tuesday Weld dared to live authentically, proving that sometimes the greatest act of rebellion is simply choosing yourself.